This is the T-Post. Fast horses, real life, and oversharing like it's our job. That's Peyton.
And that's Jesse. Grab a drink and maybe a helmet. It's going to get bumpy.
A little PSA for those watching this on YouTube. We were recording this about an hour before sunset, and so as you watch, it gradually gets darker. And for the most part, it's all right, but towards the end, you will see it gets pretty dark at sunset. So I do apologize for that, but we both have super busy schedules, and we are just trying to fit in recording where we can.
You want to start like a little catch-up first?
Yeah, I'll let you start. Because I don't know what's happening right now.
It's also hard because he's mowing the lawn, and it's
distracting.
Mm-hmm. Sensory overload.
I'm trying to think. What are updates that you have?
I'm literally last episode said how I've been working on second shift for like 6 years, and I'm not working on second shift anymore as of yesterday.
She's part of the land of the living now.
Yep. I'm not adjusting well, but it's also only been 2 days, so I need to get more sleep tonight. Definitely. And not.
Hopefully this wears you out. You'll be ready to go to bed.
Very much so. Yeah. So other than that, I've been riding my horse. Just going for walks bareback because I don't want to like add more. Granted, not that my saddle or pad are super heavy, but I'm not going to add any more weight or any more anything than I have to. We're just going for walks anyways. But she picked up right where she left off. So
easing into it. That's not a bad thing either.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
she's been super responsive, and I mean, granted, she's lazy, so she'd rather be over here, but
understandable.
But she's been pretty good, so yeah, that's pretty much all I have for updates, I think.
How's her feet situation coming along? I feel like I have hardly talked to you because you've been so busy.
Yeah.
So,
well, they're doing pretty good, I think. Boots are staying on now, so that's good.
Do you have wedge pads under the scoot boot? Or
no, I just have regular pads.
Okay.
Kind of nervous to try that. Just because it's so controversial whether or not to wedge. And she's not fully NPA.
Yeah.
So I'm like...
just really close. Yeah.
And she's just freaking flat-footed. So I'm like, maybe not. We'll just kind of see how we do with adjustments. I have to file her toes in like a week. So I'll send pictures to the farrier, and then we'll kind of go from there. But last time she had her feet done, they hardly grew, which is crazy because for the longest time, even like last winter, granted, probably part of the reason why her feet went to garbage. Wow, I can't even talk.
It's okay. I never can talk.
It's been a long day. Was because we were going longer over the winter, and she was still growing pretty fast last winter. But with crappy weather and not having a barn, it's like, feel bad having the farrier out and standing in the freaking
I get that.
snow.
Same situation with my house. I mean, I just make my garage a barn, basically, but it's still, I mean, it's not ideal.
Yeah.
It works, but...
So, yeah, that's not fun. But otherwise, she seems to be doing better, like little improvements. So I'm like, we're just going to stay doing what we're doing, and hopefully things work out. And I think the osteopath is coming next Monday. I gotta figure out what the work schedule, if I'm putting PTO in for that or if I'm going in early, which would really suck. Waking up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the most fun situation.
No, I'm going to have to do it eventually, but I wasn't anticipating that right away. But yeah, so other than that, I'm just chilling for the winter and everything. Fall and winter, we're just going to kind of keep things slow, and I don't know. At the very least, I wanted a trail horse, and that's pretty much what I have right now, so
yeah,
that's a win.
Yeah, I feel like you know what to do now, so it's just a matter of like time going by and doing the little changes that you have a resolution now at least, so you kind of prep yourself for next year. I mean, who knows, if it happens quicker, there's always winter races and stuff you can sneak off to, but But it's nice to know you're in the right direction and actually get to be on your horse again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's chunky. She needs a little more movement. Golly.
Her and I need to go get some steps in. Too bad we don't live closer. I'd take her on my walks.
Yeah.
I almost went to farrier school when I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
But I let him like convince me that I would never be strong enough to do it. And so then he like scared me out of it, and he was showing me like the scars and stuff that he has. And like, granted, yes, it's not an easy job, but also I still could have done it.
Yeah.
And just been pickier on my clients, and like horsemanship needs to be really good if you're up underneath one.
Yeah.
Is what I'm learning myself as I'm up underneath them, because if you get after them when they weren't doing anything wrong, now they're all scared, and now you have to like backtrack and like basically like get rid of the PTSD in a sense that you just gave them. And if they are being naughty and you don't get after them, well, then that can go south really fast too. So it's a very fine line that a farrier has to walk.
Yeah.
So anyway, I just self-taught off of videos, and like I had x-rays of my horse's feet done, so I know where they were, and they both had some like mild correction, whatever. I've been teaching myself to do glue shoes on Chewy, and this is the most sound that she's been since I got her. And she, like, all she wants to do is like long trot and lope now. Like, she's just ears forward, go, 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 go. I cruised her through, and she's like she's in decent shape, but I wouldn't say she's in running shape. And she's such a little shit. I just wanted to like high lope, not even high lope, like slow lope, high lope through the barrel pattern in between there. And she was too bored of it, so she was kicking out in between the barrels, like bucking, because she was bored. So I said, fine, and I sent her to the first, because I'm like, that's just, Lisa Novak told me once that when I bought Chewy and she saw her paper, she's like, I didn't know you were horse shopping. I was like, I really wasn't. She goes, she's bred really nice, those horses are really nice, but they need a job, they need to be worked hard, or they're going to be naughty because they get bored. Like, they're just too smart and too talented, in my opinion, where it's too easy, and if they're not challenged, they're assholes. So I've learned that they're horses that actually do need, not actual piss pounding, but I say piss pounding, like they need just to be worked hard. But they're bred to be ranch horses, so like, makes sense, whatever. So I've kept that in the back of my head, and I used to baby her. That rain better stop. I used to baby her, and then that goes south because her ego skyrockets, and then the stuff she tries gets way worse. And she's so strong that it's like, if she gets to a certain level, no one's going to be able to correct it. So I just keep it nipped in the butt. Anyway, so she's bucking, so I sent her at the first. She inhales it. I'm like, okay, well, let's go to the second. Inhales it. Bucks halfway to the third, like, but still is hauling butt, and then I'm like, shaping her, but like, I'm not expecting her to turn it because I was like, she's probably going to trip over her own feet, but whatever, I'm going to do my job. She inhales it. I'm like, it's so stupid how like talented you are. Like, I feel like I just need to like, the thing is, I wasn't leaning forward to the third anymore. So I felt like she was at a good pace, and that's where I went wrong. I should have just kept hustling her, because then thought I had a moment of weakness, and she's not like bucking me off. She's not putting her head between her legs, but she's bumping her butt up and kicking out because she just has an attitude, and she's bored. And she knows the pattern now, so it's just kind of like boring to her. Almost like she likes to do it, and she doesn't do that stuff at shows because there's enough going on that she's like, I don't know, she doesn't. It's just at home she likes to test me, which is fine. If she's going to test me somewhere, let's do it at home.
Yeah, right.
So I've been riding her. She feels awesome. I am going to put some back shoes on her. I just wanted to test the front ones out. She doesn't necessarily need hind shoes, but the thing is, I've been doing my favorite routine in the morning, like a few times a week, of like doing a walk jog around my block, and half of it is gravel. And front shoes she's fine with, whatever, but when I'm long trotting, like, there are some bigger chunks of gravel on there, and I don't want her to like bruise her foot or get abscesses from it. So now that I know I can get a glue shoe to stick, like, it's been 2 weeks now.
Yeah, and it's been raining.
Yeah, and I've been checking them every day, and it's still on. She runs around in the pasture. I mean, she's living with bell boots on too, but still. Now that I know I can do it, next time she'll get fronts, hinds, and then I'm going to pat them in between, because the thing is, you still want blood flow to the foot. Right. So the foot's growing properly. So if I just put a pad there, she's not getting consistent, even, like, contact to encourage blood flow, and I don't want that either. And that's how, like, some people, is what I'm learning, and I'm not even a farrier. This is just, like, as I'm learning. A lot of horses can get contracted heels, or not all of them, when they have shoes on a long time, and they're like only like in like a sandy arena or whatever, there's just not enough contact or blood flow.
I think that's
the heels can contract.
Huge part of where we went wrong, because like at first it helped, but then over time it's like the kind of started reverting. And yeah, I think,
and that's what I'm trying to avoid, because I feel like I have her feet so good right now. There's very minor things that I'm correcting at this point, because she tends to flare on one side or the other, but I think that was just it was how she was trying to compensate to get off of her toe pressure. That's why she'd flare on the sides so much, because that toe, because she does have a slightly dropped whatever, yeah, from her laminitis previously. So she didn't want, and then with her, because of that, it made her soles thin, not as thin as hers, but not far off. And so she's just trying to get pressure off of that, so then the way she's landing is more like on the sides of her foot and towards like the middle to the back of her foot, which I know these aren't like correct terms. Again, I'm not a farrier. I'm just there's an online course I do want to take though, because it's just not feasible for me to go for like 12 weeks or whatever somewhere. Not with my kids, I can't, but
just to be able to do your own horses.
To do my own horses, and that's what the course is for. It's either to like prep you for that, to go do the class, or to do your own horses, or to like, it said if you want to go do other horses on the side. I'm not really interested in doing other horses. Maybe I'll do my cousin Gabby's. She just has a bunch that need trimmed, and they're pretty good with their feet. Yeah. Just here and there, whatever. But if I feel like it, but I'm so busy. I've always been intrigued by hooves. It's something I wanted to do, and now I'm learning about it, and my horses are the soundest they've been. Hattie has been a little tender, but I know that's because she's at a point where I could take off more heel now, so her ligaments were adjusting. So I gave her like 2 weeks of not doing anything after doing that, because I was really scared. I don't want to mess up a ligament, but because that one foot was clubbed enough where the bone was pretty pointed down. So anyway, but they're pretty happy. I mean, I have a Chewy at a point where like her feet are like this close to perfect in my opinion. Like I have her so good. It's Hattie is the only one that like needs more work, I guess, and I don't want to do any more like major correcting until I get more x-rays to know that I'm doing everything correct with what she needed. But I've been able to ride her again, and she hasn't had any rides, like real rides, since last year around this time. And she has less than 50 rides, like 40 something in her whole life. It's like I ride her for like 10 rides, and then something happens where like, and then she sits for another year. So she's a 6-year-old colt, but my God, that horse is so nice. Like she rides around like I shouldn't say a reiner, because she's learning. That's the only thing she's not great at is collection. Moving forward past like a walk, she just struggles with it a little bit. We're working on it. But like she stops off your seat. She'll do it like 11s on accident. I'll do it because I'm not used to like how sensitive she is. I did that. I prepped her right. That's how they're supposed to be, but I'm just not used to it. Yeah. I'm used to everyone else's.
Actually reacting.
Well, I'm used to everyone else's problems. I'm fixing everyone else's problems. This is the first one that I've handled from like baby, like birth on, not just like a 2-year-old or whatever. And I've been, since day one, I've like flexed her. I shouldn't say day one, but like since she was like a month old, as soon as she was halter broke, I flex her side to side and just pressure and release and like teach her to be soft. So I shouldn't be shocked, but it's like I'm just in awe of like how she is. But yeah, she's so smooth. She picks up her leads. I loved her with the barrels yesterday, and she was like perfect.
Oh really?
Yeah. And my reins are super loose, and I'm like, I'm so scared that she's gonna have a baby moment and get excited and buck like she does when I'm lunging her. She'll like boogie and then buck, and I'm not gonna be able to get a hold of her because my reins are so loose, because she likes them like that. Yeah. But she's so responsive. But she's been really awesome, and I'm really enjoying riding her. And like I think a reiner would really like her, because she'll spin, like she'll do a slow spin, and I don't even really know what I'm doing. Like I can get them barrel broke, and I can get them pretty soft, but now it's almost kind of like a challenge for me at this point. I kind of want to get her moving a little bit more like a reiner, because I think it would be pretty easy. Yeah. So I'm trying to like work on me to like ride a little bit better, but I'm sure she'll be able to do it. Oh, I know she can. I can feel it. Like sometimes she stops. I'll squeeze my butt thinking I'm on Chewy from muscle memory, and then she'll like do an 11 basically, because she's like, oh, you really want me to stop? I'm not even touching her face. I'm just sitting, and she's dropping her butt, and I'll like get dashboard because I'm like, oh, I forget who I'm on. I forget because Chewy needs more help, you know? Yeah, literally. She's so cool. I like almost cry every time I lope her around because she's smooth. She just floats, and just like so fun. She scares me though at the same time. Like every time I get on, I'm like, please don't rear, because she's been really good, but she just gets like so excited sometimes. And I know that she's not naughty. She's just like, if she gets the zoomies, her go-to is to pop up in the air. And I just, with her being so little yet, she's just such a slow bloomer that I'm afraid that she's gonna like flip on accident with the weight of someone on her.
Yeah.
And so that's my only fear with her. I'm like, I know she's not naughty. She's just got a lot of energy.
Oh yeah, she does.
But yeah, I'm happy to be riding my horses again. And my dad tilled up my arena because it was overgrown. There's so many weeds so tall. So I can use it again, but it's really shallow because when he like dug it up, he like dug up half the sand that I had with it. So now we have all that in piles, and once the weeds die off, we'll put the sand back in it. But I kind of want to see maybe if I can get, I know it won't be a ton, but it's better than what I have, like 1 or 2 loads of sand from some local places just to put down, because it needed more sand anyways. It was still pretty shallow. But I was also really shocked because literally I would consider it like concrete right now with how shallow it is.
Oh really?
And when I cruised Chewy through, that's why I didn't want to go that fast, because I'm like, you're gonna slip. Not one slip. She
stands right up.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, like at least I know that I can. I mean, I didn't send her as fast as she goes, but I sent her faster than like what I feel comfortable with. To me, it probably felt like I was making a 1D run. It was probably like a 3D run because I haven't ran a 1D horse for a hot minute. But at least I know she can handle it. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. It's not what I wanted, but I also knew what she needed. So I was kind of hoping it would humble her because she's really sure-footed. I wouldn't do that with Hottie. She was really sure-footed and it'll keep us upright. So I was like, maybe that's what she needs, is to like be humbled. No, she wasn't humbled. She didn't care.
She actually just got a bigger head.
Yeah, no, literally, for real. But yeah, I'm enjoying my horses being happy and sound, and I feel like in having a saddle, it's been like 3 years of struggling.
Yeah.
And before even the 3 years, I mean, I was fighting the fact that, I'm sorry, this is so long, but I was fighting the fact of like, before I finally left my ex, like I can see now where like God was trying to, like he was making things go wrong and kind of slowing down my barrel racing because he was trying to get me to leave my situation, and I didn't want to hear it because I felt like I finally had like, I was finally starting to get my foot in the door of like having 1D horses that I made and like having like my start of my breeding program and all the things. And so like I fought that for a couple years, and so it was a struggle even then. So I feel like this has been 5 years of struggling, and now I feel like I'm at a point where like I've learned through this whole period that I'm like, I feel like I'm a better horse owner. I've really bonded with these horses specifically. Like I feel like I can click with them. I feel like I ride better. Like I just know so much more. Yeah. And so, I mean, it sucks being in the thick of it, but I'm content. I mean, obviously we have goals, but I'm just happy that like, happy to be riding a horse that's sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't think there's really any other updates. Oh, I'm probably buying my cousin's little stock trailer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I told her I'd buy it. Like, I'm gonna buy it, so unless she backs out, but it's not really working for her. It's just a small stock trailer. I mean, it's probably, the horse part's probably the size of your horse part of your trailer.
Okay.
You know, you could fit 4 horses probably in there. It's just got the middle divider. I don't think there's a tack room or anything in it, but whatever. Just an old steel trailer that her husband repainted purple and black for her because it had just like the surface paint rust on it.
Yeah.
And I think he redid like lights and brakes and all the things on it.
Good deal.
A couple years ago. Yeah. So I'm going to repaint it. Sorry, Gabby. I hate black and purple. So it's going to get repainted in the spring when I finally bring it home. Probably pink and turquoise because I just think that'd be fun. But for $2,500, I've always wanted a runaround trailer. So I feel like it's dumb not to do it, and like I can make payments to her, and I told her, I was like, just keep it at your house and I'll come grab it in the spring and you can use it, whatever. I'll just keep making payments to you because I know like it won't be a big deal. But I'm like, it's dumb because even if I get in a position where I can get a living quarters or something like what you have again, I always wanted a bumper pull run around anyways. Yeah. And I love stock trailers in the summertime anyway. Like if we're just hauling to local shows, it's just so much more like wind and airflow for the horses. It's just kind of nice. So I'm like, it's to me, it's like a no-brainer. So now I need a truck because that ravioli's not gonna
be hauling.
Can you imagine? She's not gonna do it. No, not a steel one either.
You posted on the Rodeo Rigs Facebook group.
It'd be even more funny if I don't know if you ever saw it, but there's a video of like, I I want to say it's like a Volkswagen Beetle or maybe it's not. There's like a car, and they put a gooseneck hitch on the top, and it was like a small gooseneck stock trailer, like a really tiny one. I mean, the whole car could just pivot all the way around underneath it. And this is before AI. I mean, it still could have been Photoshop, I guess, but I was like, unreal. This is some
my gosh. No,
shit.
I did not see that. That's fantastic.
So every time I think about, like, a car hooked up to a trailer, that's all I can think of. Can you imagine? If I, like, and I can just go on.
I would be like, what are you doing?
But if you think about it, when you go to back up, you can go forward. Can you imagine? No. That'd be so funny.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, if you just like hold on and just do a 360 and push it back. I think I'm so used to backing up a trailer though that I would jackknife. You can't jackknife it. I would probably fuck that up. Because I'm so used
I'd break it. I don't know how, but I would break it.
Yeah. I'd jackknife it, even though there's no way to jackknife it. I would do it.
I love it.
So yeah, I think that's all for updates for me. Yeah. Living, laughing, not taking a toaster bath.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
We
Cool. So we've done a Bible study. I guess you could call it a Bible study 2 times now.
Yeah, so this will be the 3rd.
This will be the 3rd, and we decided to name it Betty Bible Study. So this is how we will be starting probably all of our podcasts. Unless, I don't know, maybe we have a guest on, but even then we'll probably pop something in. I don't know.
Yeah.
We plan to start them all with a Betty Bible Study because Barrel Betty wannabes.
Tongue twister.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so we're going to get into... We should have opened it first.
On the updates, your team has been winning.
Yeah, that's why I'm decked out today. Very important to me. Something to look forward to as it gets cold and I go into hibernation. Because I will be hibernating. I'll be doing as much as I can.
There's the start of a rainbow like over that tree. Do you see it?
Oh yeah,
that's so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a sucker for a rainbow, northern lights, clear night, clears the stars out. Oh, I almost get into accidents looking at that. I'm so serious.
Don't take away my license.
I'm not drinking. I just like the sky.
They're gonna be like, okay, so you're on drugs.
Not yet. Oh, there's another side of it. If you look like behind the pole,
yeah,
there you can faintly see pink. That kind of went away now, but there was some pink there.
I saw
But the rainbow is getting brighter.
It's getting
also, when I think of rainbows, I think of Barney.
I loved Barney as a child.
Do you remember the Barney movie?
Vaguely. We had it on VHS.
I think that's why there's something with a rainbow in there. Then there's like a carnival. There was a farm. They were in a hayloft or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Barney was wild out.
Yeah.
Lots of magic.
I don't know.
I loved Barney, bro.
See? Barney, VeggieTales, Spirit.
Yes.
All the things.
Yes. I loved all of them. If you like to talk to tomatoes.
Yep. My eyes twitching and I'm so tired. It's so funny. Oh, where is my hairbrush?
All I can think about is I started tanning at the beginning of the year, which you can't tell now because I stopped till I'm neon. I'm starting again, but I was like, oh, I could do 10 minutes. It goes to 12 or 9 minutes or something. And Kayla's like, that's too much. I'm like, no, it'll be fine. Because typically I don't burn. I'll get like reddish and it'll turn into a tan in a couple days. So I'm like, if I don't do enough, it's not going to do anything for me. Like I almost need to have a little bit of red. Not a burn, but just like a tint of red, you know? And then I know I'm going to tan. That's just, I don't know. That's how my skin is. Yeah. My whole booty cheeks were red. I sent her a picture. She called me tomato ass.
Yeah.
And then you burnt your butt cheeks on the boat.
Yeah. 4th of July.
And so that every time, that I don't know why, but I was thinking of like VeggieTales because of tomatoes. So now anytime we get burnt, it's if you like to talk to tomatoes.
Here's my butt.
Also, it made my butt bigger. Because you know your skin like swells?
Yeah.
I was like, dang, this thing needs to calm down.
I'm gonna need a CDL.
Lip plumper for my booty cheek.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Oh no.
That would be the next thing. We just invented it. Dude, we just became millionaires.
Right now.
I know how to do trademark. Copyright.
Pending.
I think it's on the same website, actually. I think there was a patent option.
I wouldn't doubt it.
For that.
Interesting.
So now we're going to get lip plumpers for the cheeks. Not those lip plumpers.
That's what I thought of.
That's how you looked at me and I was just like, didn't get it. I was like, no! No! That would hurt so bad.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Ouch.
Let me not get
I'm in pain thinking about that. Okay.
On that note, we're going to get into our Bible study? Betty. Betty Barrow.
Without it?
And on that note.
No, it reminds me of Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny, the old man. He's like always stuttering.
Yeah. Keep that in.
I was trying to say stuttering. I stuttered. Wow. Save that for me. The geese are flying. Anyways, it is now time for our Betty Bible study.
That's it. That's the name. Why can't I? No. You know what? It's fine. Anyways, let's see if I can read. Next test is reading.
But who'd that be? That's Betty.
Betty?
Bible study.
Yeah.
She's ripping down the
She is a little lady, and she drives with her chest up to the steering wheel, and she got a left foot. I feel like that's how every short lady is. They're always very fast driving.
For real.
Just wheezed. Remind me of Wheezy from Toy Story.
I loved Toy Story so much.
Me too. We're really reminiscing today. All right.
Sweet memes.
Oh, gosh. So we are in Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 and 44. This is a paragraph. This is going to be hard to read. You have heard that it was said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you.
Basically, love your enemies.
Yeah.
Pray for your enemies.
God bless you for editing this episode.
God bless me.
Please.
No, but like, please. Can you? I'm basically begging.
SOS.
SOS, like this song. Rihanna said so.
Oh. Yeah, we kind of went over this in the last.
Yeah.
One of the last episodes that we did.
I think it was the last one, which was.
But it came up on
crazy.
but it came up on my TikTok, so it was like
with everything going on with the Charlie Kirk situation, it doesn't surprise me because people are like, there's a lot of split, whatever, and it's not even about that situation. It's just like people's reactions to it and like
so like one side or the other.
Yeah, it's which I'm not gonna get political because I really don't like care too much to the point where like I care, but like I think there's only so much that like us little people can do.
Yeah.
Not to like discourage you. And like for me, if I get too into it, I get so frustrated with like injustice that I will like low-key spiral and I can't function. So I just like know enough to know enough. Yep. And I try not to get too into it. Yeah, just because I personally can't handle it. God bless the people who can. God bless them, seriously. That are good people and actually trying to do good, not because there's just so much corruption. And the thing is, I already know there's so much corruption, and I'm like, I don't even know that much, so I just know that it's way worse.
Yeah.
And just evil.
From the little bit that we can see, it's like...
And like sense, too. Whoa. I think it's like a... Like
in your heart of hearts, like, you know.
It's like God's telling me, I'm like, this is icky. Yeah. I just know I couldn't handle it. Like, God would have to do some radical changing of the way I function and like handle things in order to handle all that, because I just get too upset with injustice and things. So, but yeah, I think it's a really good thing to like think about, and it's also really hard to do as well. To like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I mean, but yeah, I guess love your neighbor and love your enemy.
Yeah. which is very, very hard to do.
It's so hard.
It's very hard to be disciplined.
It's easy to love, and I think that's why I keep finding myself, though, trying to, like, dumb myself down, and I'm just...
Stop that.
I need to stop
right now.
I need to stop that. Sorry, I have to do mental gymnastics to get back to where I was. So, this is what I was going to say. So, the only thing that I'm going to say on this, as far as, like, my opinion on it, because every time I try to comment on something on Facebook, people seem like they want to argue with me, and I actually wasn't trying to argue with anyone or say anyone was right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I literally was trying to be, like, sympathetic and empathetic with everything, and it's just like certain people seem like they just want to argue, and I'm not going to do that. That's
Mm-hmm.
not what I came to do at all. I was trying to, like, be very loving and, like, shed light in a way, and if you're convinced that you want to take my opinion the wrong way, I'm just not really interested. So my whole point that I was trying to make, and people were trying to make it into something else, was, I guess that wasn't necessarily the whole point, but maybe where I was trying to get to was what I feel like I'm frustrated about and what I'm feeling, and it's not my feelings, it's God's feelings that he's allowing me to feel. It's like he's giving me almost insight to a fraction of probably what he feels all the time, I'm sure,
Mm-hmm.
of all the things that go on that break his heart. But the sadness of just the state of everything and how people are reacting to all the different things going on. But where I feel like, and it says in the Bible where you separate the wheat from the tare, which is, separating the weeds basically
Mm-hmm.
away and whatever, where I feel like, and that's people too. I mean, Jesus still loves you, but you can still be acting in a way that you're not following him, right?
Yeah.
So it's not hard for me to love those people, but it was like I was seeing that, and it made me really sad.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want you to be away from God, because I have been there, and maybe not even quite as bad as what it's looking like, or I'm feeling like you're like, or whatever, which my opinion really doesn't matter. It's God's, but, like, it just made me so sad for people. So, like, I just don't I don't know. I just, like, I lived not necessarily without God, but without living for God, like I prayed to him and, like, all the different things or whatever, but, like, I wasn't living for God. Like, I wasn't trying to do his will per se. I was just kind of, like, asking him for help when I needed to and being like, oh, but, thank you for this, but I wasn't trying to live out his will. And so I just know how, like, heartbreaking and sad and, like, unfulfilling and, like just sad that can be. And so, like, and I see these other people, and it's like it was like almost like a divide in people, and it just made me really, really sad. But I think the difference between someone who's filled with the Holy Spirit living for the Lord and someone who's not is empathy for somebody that you cannot understand.
Yeah.
And loving them.
Mm-hmm. And that goes for both sides.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, for both sides. Like, I think that's the difference. And so when I was seeing that, it just made my heart hurt.
Yeah.
A lot. Like, I cried. Like, out of the blue. Like, I would just be crying. And I talked to my dad about it, and he was too. And he couldn't understand it. And I told him, I was like, I really feel like God is allowing a lot of his people to feel what he's feeling. And I said, I feel like we're only feeling a fraction of what he feels when things happen to his people. And also when we turn away from him. Yeah. And so, like, that also made me cry, because I'm like, ugh, how sad do I make him sometimes? Like, and, like, I don't know, just a lot of emotions. And I'm not even tied into anything directly. It's just, I don't know, I feel like, and
watching it happen in front of you. Like, you're not meant to be able to see all these things.
No, I was scrolling through Facebook, and I kind of had known that Charlie was shot, but I guess I didn't know enough, because, like I said, I tried to stay out, and I accidentally saw, how Facebook sometimes plays videos automatically as you scroll instead of having to click on it.
It was like the first thing that popped up on my feed.
And so I saw it, and, like, I didn't cry right away, because I was just like, but I was too stunned to speak. And I don't know, it's crazy, because I've seen a lot of crazy things online, and I don't know, that's why I don't think it's me. Like, I don't think it's me. I think it's God. Like, and that's not the only thing that happened. There were school shootings and stuff too, but it was like all of this stuff happening at once. It was, I don't know, it was just a lot. And I know it's not me, not that I don't care, but I really just felt like God was, like, allowing me to feel kind of how he feels. this just like deep sadness and like grieving is what it felt like. And I'm not the only one who said that. There's so many posts on Facebook that I saw of other people saying the same thing. I'm like, okay, I'm not crazy, because I know this isn't me. Like me, I'd be sad for this and probably a little frustrated that like this injustice all around is going on and how people are reacting, but I wouldn't feel it that deeply. Like I physically had like tears shed over this stuff. And so and my dad too. So I just I think it's a good verse to talk about, because I just feel like it really highlights the situation now. And then I didn't watch the funeral service at all, but I did see where Erica Kirk, like, she said she forgave the shooter or whatever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she said, and she broke down, and I just saw the little clip of it. And, you know, if some people want to say she was faking, they probably will, because people who want to hate. But ultimately, whether she is or isn't, that's not for us to choose.
Right.
Ultimately, that is what God wants.
Yeah.
Because he does want everyone to go to heaven. And I also saw a post somewhere that said, if that shooter dies or whatever happens, I think he's still alive, but if he dies and he goes to heaven, Charlie would probably be one of the first ones to hug him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't hate people. I've watched so many of his videos now because they keep resurfacing. I never saw hate. I never saw, sometimes he'd get loud, but it was only when someone kept cutting him off. I get that way too. Like, if you're trying to have a conversation with me and you're just going to cut me off when I'm not even finishing a sentence, I'm going to get louder, because no, I'm not going to do that. So
it was very much just matching energy.
Yeah. But I still don't think, I never saw him being disrespectful. And like, you can also say you just didn't respect his views. That's okay too. You don't have to agree with something, you know, everything everyone says or whatever. But the things that I saw were very Bible based, and not in a way of like, sometimes you see these pastors, they cherry pick things and like make it fit their mold of things. I didn't see that from him. I also haven't seen every single thing that he's ever posted either.
Right. So I can't say for sure that you 100%.
No. And guess what? He's also human too, just like anyone else. And I'm not even saying this as someone who's ever followed him, because I literally haven't. I just think that his situation, the school shootings, and then the way everyone has reacted to all this stuff, and like the intentional divide that has been trying to happen, I just really think it highlights like why we need to love our neighbors. And like, there's still, you know, justice that like basically God will serve when we're here on earth, but like ultimately the goal is to get everyone to heaven. And if you can't see how the devil is intentionally trying to get us to hate and divide us through these situations, and they use the devil uses our emotions to do that, then I don't know, I just want to shake you, because I'm like, this is what the devil wants. He wants to divide us. He wants us to all not to go, to go to heaven, because basically he's just a little pissy brat because he got kicked out because he was too stupid and thought, he could become God, and that wasn't going to happen. So now he's just trying to get all of us, literally, misery loves company. Yep. Every time I think of the devil and like demons, I think of like literal toddlers throwing temper tantrums. I get immediate disgust because they're just gross. She agrees. She agrees. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, sorry, I feel like I was just good. Like completely bulldozed that whole conversation. I didn't think I had so much to say on it.
No, I was hoping you had things to say on it.
I start talking and
we're just going. We're going into this like everything's just off the dome, off the cuff. So
yeah, that's kind of that. So we were supposed to meet last weekend. Today's Tuesday, the 22nd. 23rd. The rapture was supposed to happen.
As if the Bible doesn't literally say.
Oh my God.
That
no one, and Jesus doesn't even know it, so why the heck is he going to tell you, bro?
Even if it wasn't today.
Hallelujah, baby!
Right?
My hip's been hurting so bad, please, bro.
Oh my God.
I've been walking my house crippled because my sciatic has been so, like, pinched. I literally was hobbling around my house for, like, 4 days.
Horse girl problems.
I'm not going to complain, but also, while we're on that subject, the anger that I feel that people mocking the fact that there were like people who like were saying like mocking people who thought it was going to happen, and I think some people it was like a fear mongering. They just got nervous and like just kind of forgot what the Bible says.
And there are other people who just intentionally are fear mongering.
That's what I'm saying. Those people, F those people.
Yeah, the ones who literally just want to say well, you don't believe in God, you're not going to heaven. I am. That's essentially what it is.
But yeah,
it's
that's
just
gross.
Really weird.
That's gross. Literally no one knows. I mean, not that no one knows. I mean, I'd love to say that you're going to heaven. I don't know that, though. I'm not God.
Right.
I'm not God. So yeah. I can't, whatever. But the fear-mongering stuff, that pisses me off.
Yep.
I don't care if it's regarding God or not. Fear-mongering just drives me up a wall. Just disgusting behavior, and then watching people fall for it. I'm like, I just want to shake people.
Yep.
But, yeah, and then the people who just fell into it because they just they get scared. The fear-mongering works for them, and they forget. And so, like, then there's people making fun of those people who basically are just being naive. And I don't want to say they're being dumb, because fear really does. It's a strong emotion, and it's hard to overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it gets you to not think rationally. That's why I think fear-mongering works, like in politics and everything else. Like, that's why fear-mongering works, because fear is such a strong emotion that it makes you not rational. So yeah, I get frustrated with the people who are making fun of the people talking about the rapture, like willingly saying that, like, I'm trying to word this right, like they're making fun of people and also making fun of the rapture itself, and like God, and that makes me so upset.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're just, I don't know.
You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to sit and make nobody, like, I'm sure there are people who say awful things about other religions.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, obviously, anti-Semitism. Like, we had the whole Holocaust.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, Christians aren't the only people being persecuted.
Oh,
but it's
absolutely.
Like, just in today's society with social media and everything, it is so strange watching it.
There's just some things I just think are so weird to like make fun of.
Yeah, you believe in your sky daddy.
Oh, that one really physically gets me heated.
Gets
like, just
under my skin.
Saying it right now, like, I get so mad. Like, if someone said that to my face, I would turn it into the version of Jesus where he flips tables, except for it's me decking you in the face. And you know what? I would just have to repent for that, but I just know it would happen, because that is disgusting behavior. And also, I think I have a hard time with it too, because we talked about it before, and I don't care if you agree with me or not. It's literally just facts. You're operating in spirits at all time. It's either the Holy Spirit or it's not. And guess what? The other options are demons, and you don't have to be possessed to be operating in it, but you can be oppressed, and that's a whole different topic for another day, because like, there's a lot to that, but ultimately that stuff does influence you. And so if you aren't filled with the Holy Spirit, and you're like constantly closing God out, whether you believe in him or not, you're getting at least influenced by these other things, because they are here, and they will influence you and whatever. And so when I see people say that, I'm like, that's literally a demon telling you to say it. Like, and it just makes, I think that's why I get so mad. It's like, not even that they say it, is that I know it's literally coming from a demon, and they have so much hold on that person's life, and it just, like, I get so angry.
Yeah. And see, speaking of anger, this just goes right
into
it.
Righteous anger is okay, though.
Yeah. That's why when, like, I'm feeling angry or irritable, anytime that, like, anytime that I'm feeling like super angry or irritable or anxious, or like, I'm praying about it more.
Oh, you and I both have had some times in recent where we're both just like, we had to talk each other off of ledges.
Yep, literally have to praying about like it. Stop whatever I'm doing. Like, always been when I'm at work, and just like stop and pray about it. And then getting better about like letting things just roll off my shoulders, just let it go. So
it's so hard though sometimes. But I do hard. On that topic though, I've noticed that there's been a lot of that lately ever since we started the podcast, and I do think it's, sorry, I'm talking really fast. I just have a lot to say. I'm heated now. 1-800-WACK-A-HOE. That's my line. Anytime you need to call it, it's a free service. 1-800-WACK-A-HOE.
I got it on speed dial.
Speed dial, baby. No *67 needed. You don't need to hide your number. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Still reply. Anyway, I've noticed it's that irritation, like both of us seem to like be getting more irritated since we started the podcast, and I truly think it's because we're doing something that God has called us to do. We're doing his will, we're at least trying to. I don't know if we're doing it perfectly, but we're trying to be a vessel.
Yeah.
And so, and that's all we can do is keep trying and be humble and just keep trying to do what we, hear from him and just keep trying to do.
Yeah.
But that pisses off the devil, obviously. That's not what he wants. He doesn't want God's will to be done. So I feel like that's part of that. I feel like demons and stuff have been trying to, we probably don't even realize it, but they're probably in our ear, trying to get us irritated. But it's so interesting because when you tell me stuff's going on, and I'll be pray about it, I will pray about it too, just little prayers, whatever, because I'm now that I know it's a problem, I'll specifically pray for it. And I don't know if you do it for me, but it seems like every time I talk to you about stuff, it's we both pray about it, is what I felt like. I mean, Chill's talking about that, but that's how I felt. I'm if I talk to you about something, you talk to me about something, and I have not confirmed this until now, but I just assumed we both probably prayed about it, because then all of a sudden it was better.
Yep.
That frustration went away, or the problem went away, or whatever it was. And I just love that. We have that. Yeah. That's awesome that God lets us do that. But also, I don't know what the verse is in the Bible, but it's something about when two or more come together in prayer. I don't know, something, what is that verse? Can you look it up on your phone?
I probably can.
Give it a little juggle.
I have my Bible app. I can just search in it.
I don't want to say God doesn't hear your prayers, but there's something about when two or more people come together in prayer. That's what it's like. We're doing the power play with prayers. The power play prayer. I don't know what the rest of the verse is. I'm so what? Biblically, not, I can't remember things word for word. I'm learning, but I remember the contents of them, or the meanings of them, if that makes sense.
For where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am with them.
Maybe that's what it was.
That's the one that I found.
I think that's what it was. But basically my understanding of it is you just get to see more of God.
Yeah.
Not that he's not going to answer your singular prayer, but I don't know.
But it just makes sense.
It's just so crazy too, because not that, I mean, in a way, God's kind of magic, truthfully, if you want to think of it that way. He's just so cool. But
it's compounding.
Yeah, it's it's been kind of fun to watch. Also, it's been really fun to talk about right now, because I haven't I haven't talked to you about it, but I just kind of was this knowing of now I told her, and I prayed about it, and I think she prayed about it too, because it was just it happened so fast.
Yep.
So I kind of love that.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Very too. Very too. I don't know.
Dark.
I don't know. Do you have anything else to say?
That's just kind of the season that we're in, where we're just, some changes, but
everything's moving in a direction that's good. And I feel we're at this, I want to say we're at a calm before the storm, is kind of how I feel. Now I'm getting chills saying that, so I really hope that's God confirming things to me. But we had said when we started this podcast, which it's been 2 months now, which is wild.
Very.
We said that we felt like things were going to get really crazy really quick, but then it's felt like we've just been working and just trying to balance this and all the things.
So maybe it's not physically quick.
It's felt hectic, but it also felt almost there was no movement at the same time, from at least my perspective. But
in my perspective, when things are hectic, time goes by so fast.
It did. It went by really fast. So maybe that's what it meant. But I felt it was things were gonna elevate really. We're gonna elevate really fast for us. But also when I said that I'm hoping that this is the calm before the storm, I got full body chills. So I'm really hoping that that's what this is, because you and I feel for 2 weeks have just kind of been brain foggy and out of it. We're going through the motions and we're trying to be present, but it's been really hard.
Both probably had COVID, so it was just extra brain fog.
But also just almost felt God's been really quiet, but he's always, and not in a bad way, but at least to me, I feel he's been quiet, and he does that before he does something big. So
I got really salty with him the other day.
I've been salty with him a lot. Him and I have had some words.
I was having problems. It was so dumb, but it was funny how it worked out. So I was having problems with getting the trailer onto the hitch on the 4-wheeler. And I was like, God, why are you not helping me? Yeah. And the next time I went to lift it and put it on, that's all I
I really hope when we go to heaven, this is my one request, God. I have several, but this is my one request right now. Did I say it all the time? I just have this one thing. And if there's always just
next time it'll be another one thing, but it's one thing at a time.
You're right. But when I go to heaven, I want to see like the best and maybe some of the worst, but just like I just want to see like my life like a movie. Like I want to see funny clips like you with the hitch. Like I have moments like that, and I'm like, and I want to see like him too, like how he was reacting. Like I want to see it like a movie, and I know he's God, so he can make it happen. So this is not my one request, but it's my one request right now. I just know when stuff like that happens, I think back to him, like I know he's laughing.
Yep.
Like, I know he's laughing. Like, if you would have asked me that earlier, I would have done it.
You could have just said that. He's like, why are you yelling at me? You never even asked.
Life hack. This has worked all but one time, and the one time I know there was some weird foul play. When I had lost some keys, it was someone who actually stole my keys because I had made a Louis Vuitton wristlet, and I know that's why she wanted it, which if she would have asked me, I would have just made her one, but that's a whole different thing. So besides that time, anytime that I've lost something, those are 2 times there was keys. Interesting. Like if I'm looking around the house, I'm like, I can't find something. I started doing this like 4 years ago. I'd be like, okay, God, where is it then? Where is it? And if I say that out loud, literally the next place I look, it's right there.
I need to start doing that.
Dude, it's so fun.
2 sets of keys. I'm terrible. I don't know why it's always keys.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, okay, there's something with that then, because I lost 2. The only time it hasn't worked for me is with 2 different sets of keys. One set of keys was for my horse trailer, and then that's a whole different story.
Wait, just kidding. 3 sets of keys. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, one was for my horse trailer.
Yeah, horse trailer, and that was the one where I'm pretty sure the girl stole it. Another time I had my keys, and I went to that barrel race with Bree, and I couldn't find them, and she said she couldn't find them in her truck, and I just assumed that they're somewhere in Kellner. I lost my keys, but I think there was some foul play at the one time. The other time I think they were whatever. Anyway, I wanted to say, you know what they say, live, laugh, toast a bath, have a good day. I'm going to the gym with Kayla again. That's not the way we end this podcast.
We don't even really know how we end this podcast.
We just cheers and see you next week. Yeehaw! I always do that too.